Hey everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to do the rear hatch struts on a 1993 to 1997 Ford Probe. So obviously first off, you're going to want to pull this trunk release. However, if you're like me and you're working alone and your struts don't work, trunk won't open. So I took a shovel, you could take whatever, and just set it underneath the spoiler. And that'll just provide just enough to have you come around and push it up. And then you just need to wedge something. Usually you could fit it under here. So, you have 3 bolts you gotta take off. We'll work on this side because that side's already done. You gotta take off this, which is the ball joint that the strut goes onto, and then these two, right there. And they're all 12 millimeter. You can just go with a simple wrench. I just got this at AutoZone real quick because I couldn't find one. And you just loosen them up, just like that. You know, righty tighty, lefty loosey. And you're gonna want to write down those numbers. Now you can go on Rock Auto and just look up rear struts for the hatch, and they'll come up. But let's see, for the left side, you're going to want to get 4658P. Now these are ones for the spoiler. I recommend getting it even if you don't have the spoiler. It'll just go up quicker. And then for the right side, you're going to want to get 4859. And I mean, you can't get them wrong. They have little R's and L's on them. So yeah, pretty much once I had this one in, it kind of held up on its own. But I'm just going to replace the right side anyway, the passenger side too, just to be safe. It is rusty, so it's probably original. So I have a broom up here just holding it along with the new strut. And that allowed me to have enough room to loosen up the bolts here. Now you have to push it up because it's still going to have that tension on it. So you want to make sure you're pushing up the hatch as you're unscrewing these bolts. And again, they're 12 millimeter. And then it comes right out. And as long as you're going with a wrench, you cannot fit a socket in here. But if you just fit like a 12 millimeter wrench, like I told you before, it'll work just the same. So I'm going to clean all this out and put in the new ones. All right, so both struts are in. It's obviously standing up by itself now. That's how you do it. Not very hard. It's and when you put these in, you have to pull this little pin out, just like a flathead screwdriver, and it goes right onto the head. Now, what I would recommend doing, I did this, put grease on the little ball joint there, just to keep it lubricated. I believe they put on Never Seas on the factory ones. However, regular greases will just work fine. That's pretty much it.